Hi Capricorn, welcome to your week ahead reading. This is for week commencing the 18th of November. Hope you've had a great week. Just before I start your reading, I just want to say a massive thank you. My goodness me, last time I looked, I think I had 4,700 views from you guys. Last week, my channel grew. I just like it blew me away. I've been doing this channel since July, and every day I wake up and I know it sounds really cliche, but I am literally blown away. I also follow a lady called Nikki Allen on YouTube. I don't know if anybody else does. She's fantastic. She's really my inspiration. And she's all things spiritual, but in a very down to earth, very normal manner that almost it just makes it so easy to follow. And she also commented on my channel. So I was just like, oh my goodness me, just lovely. So anyway, a massive thank you to you all. I really, did I drop that? No, I really feel very blessed. So let's get on with your reading. Dear Spirit Guides and Angels, please join me in this reading for Capricorn and make it helpful, hopeful and healing. Thank you. Okay, so we've got 2 out for your overall energy for next week. We've got the 9 of Wands and the Magician. Your opportunity is the 5 of Cups. Wow, devil energy in your, excuse me, sorry, in your challenge area. Interesting, we've got the devil and the magician, because the magician can be quite manipulative and the devil, obviously. Anyway, I'll shut up and get on with the reading. 9 of Pentacles, what you don't see coming, and the King of Swords. Interesting. King of Swords in your advice and outcome. So the 9 of Wands is about hard work. Wands are attributed to a fire sign, a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. It's also about, this card is also about don't give up, you're nearly there. But coming out with the Magician, now this is, until we clarify, there's 2 different ways I can look at this. This Magician can be hard work. He's attributed to Gemini, or they are attributed to Gemini. So for some of you, could be dealing with a tricky Gemini. They can be, the Magician as a challenge can be somebody who likes to get their own way, very manipulative, knows exactly how to push your buttons and knows how to wrap people around their little fingers. Or the other side to this is you are working incredibly hard to reach your goals and things. This is something that you've really wanted to do. I'm more drawn to the latter, but let's see. We've got the 5 of Cups as an opportunity. So the 5 of Cups is about lost, regret and disappointment. But as an opportunity, there's something coming up to allow you to let go of the past and focus on what you have got rather than what you haven't got. You do have the devil as your challenge, which is why I thought that Magician may be your person that is being a bit of a challenge for you at the moment, because the devil energy is about, can be about toxic relationships, toxic people around you, people that just are out for themselves. But it's also about, can be about addictions. So for some of you might be struggling to stop something that you know isn't serving you. It can also be about feeling tied to somebody out of loyalty rather than love. But we will clarify. The 9 of Pentacles is what you don't see coming. This is a lovely card. Again, Pentacles is our material resources, finance, work perhaps. And this is the card of independence and enjoying the fruits of your labour. And then we have the King of Swords as your advice and outcome. As an advice card, this is to say, look at a situation through the black and white, I want to say. Maybe there's a letter, there's some contract, there's something that you need to look at. In other words, don't bring emotions into it. Be very strategic and wise, I want to say. That's exactly what this King of Swords does. Oh, I keep flicking backwards and forwards to this scenario. Anyway, let's find out. Why do we have the Nine of Wands? Is this a tricky person? Tricky magician. Excuse the pun. Or is it something that you're working towards? Let's have a look. Just for next week, this is. So the Nine of Wands is also about boundaries. Maybe this this magician is really crossing the boundaries with you, especially with that devil energy there. That's clarified by the Tower. You've got the Five of Cups again. You've got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So the Tower is about big change. Can be quite chaotic. But the Tower comes into us when things are meant to change, when it can't continue. In the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck, you'll see that the foundations are crumbling. It's the same message of the card here. Beautiful illustration though, look at that. It's like something maybe is coming. I'm very drawn to, look at this. You've got the, what do I want to call those? It's like his magic, isn't it? It's coming out of his hands and been able to control a situation. And then you've got that bolt of lightning here. And I'm really drawn to the fact there's something very sudden coming, perhaps, with this magician, with this person who is perhaps quite manipulative over you, because the Five of Cups is here. And this is about, again, loss, regret and disappointment. But as it's coming in your opportunity also here, I feel that as a general overall energy, there's something coming that's going to allow you to let go of something that's happened before. Cups are matters of the heart, so for some of you it can be to do with a relationship. Then we have the Ace of Pentacles, but that's in reverse. So it's almost like there was something financial that's been put on hold, or something financial that's not coming in next week that perhaps you were expecting to, and could be the loss, the disappointment. But let's see. Five of Cups as an opportunity, and what the universe is telling you is you need to look at that as an opportunity because it's not the right time perhaps. Why do we have the Five of Cups here for Capricorn, please and thank you? Have I got these? My goodness, I've got another reversal. This happened in Sagittarius reading as well. I very rarely get reversals, and I've now got two in the last two readings. Interesting. So, death and rebirth, look. Again with that Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Death and rebirth usually means something new coming in. End of the situation for something new to come in. But this is saying, no, it's not. And I think you're expecting it to. Because I think you still need to work on this. Something to do with looking at something from a more positive aspect. And it's like that's not time for anything, this new financial expectation perhaps to come in. You've got the Ten of Pentacles, which is lovely to see with these cards because this is about family unit. You've got a lot of support around you. It's also about finances, but also it's about long-term plans. So I feel like there needs to be some work done first in order for these long-term plans to come in. The death and rebirth, again, in reverse, will be about something that isn't happening that perhaps you were expecting it to. And then the Page of Pentacles is here. And this is an opportunity for you to actually go out and find out for yourself. Or somebody's coming in with a message for you, and there will be an instinct to learn something. Go on a course, look at some paperwork. This is a very interesting reading. The Devil is your challenge. Interesting. That's clarified by the Sun. Why else do we have the Devil here? Please and thank you for Capricorn. Actually, yeah, the Devil is you. I missed that one, didn't I? It's attributed to Capricorn. All major arcana is attributed to certain zodiac signs. So it could put a different twist on this, actually. It could be saying that you don't feel yourself. There's a challenge with you. But then it could be because of this hard work with this magician and something quite significantly changing that you're not expecting, or you were expecting, sorry, but it's not going to happen next week. But that's because it's not meant to happen. You've got the Sun card here. That's the most positive card in the deck. I just want to say, this is kind of making me feel like you're going to say next week, oh, thank goodness for that. I'm so glad that didn't happen in the end. Clarified by the King of Pentacles, and you've got the Nine of Wands again. So the Nine of Wands, as I said in the beginning, overall. So you've got the Five of Cups here and the Nine of Wands, which are both in your overall energy. So it's a real strong message to say, yes, it's going to feel like hard work, but don't give up. Although I think you're going to feel like you're going to want to give up. The King of Pentacles as a challenge is somebody who's very financially minded, and they don't have your best interests at heart. They just want the money. They're very black and white. There's no emotion with this person as a challenge. Maybe that, although this is attributed to you, the Devil can be very much like that. It can make you feel like, they can make you feel lack of worth, I want to say. But the Nine of Pentacles is what you don't see coming. And this is a lovely card for you, Capricorn. This is about the card of independent finance, independent resources. You've built something up, worked really hard for it. And it's like you can be independent again and strong and stand on your own 2 feet. It's also about then enjoying yourself because you've worked so hard. You've put the time, the effort in. Have I got another? My goodness. Yeah. Another reversal. That's clarified by the King of Swords in reverse, which you have the King of Swords as your advice and outcome. I could probably spend about an hour on this reading for you, Capricorn. Oh my goodness, another reversal. And the Two of Cups. This is incredible. So the Two of Cups is about soulmate energy. It's about being on the same page as somebody, having the same thoughts. They just, they just get you. This is lovely. I think it's also to do with your soul and the blending and happening, coming back to your own, especially not feeling yourself here in this challenge card and feeling that independence again. And it just, it settles the soul, I want to say. But for some of you, it can be literally somebody in your life coming around to help you, to guide you, to support you, maybe somebody from your family, which is the Ten of Pentacles here. We've got the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Normally the Six of Pentacles means that the hard work you're putting in is, or your offerings are coming back round to you. But again, didn't I say at the beginning of this, it feels very maybe unbalanced, or was that? No, that was Sagittarius. I really think you need to look at Sagittarius' reading too, because it's something about you're not getting back what you've given out. Now, it can be finances. If you've lent somebody some money, maybe that's what it is for next week. You're expecting that repayment and it's not coming. And then we have the King of Swords in reverse. Now, it could be this King of Swords who's made a really bad decision. Normally, he makes very wise decisions, very, analytical. He looks at everything. Something's been overlooked, perhaps. And then as your advice and outcome is the King of Swords in upright. And it's as if to say, you need to rethink this. You need to revisit something, some decision. This is like a personal reading for somebody. This is how it feels. I feel like somebody's watching this and it's incredibly pertinent for them. I mean, I'd like to think that of all my readings, but let's be realistic. Not when they're collective readings. Not everything will resonate with everybody. But this is very targeted at somebody, I want to say. So why do we have the King of Swords as your advice and outcome, please, for Capricorn? I always want to say you're learning a lesson here from this King of Swords in reverse. It's like, don't do that again. Lovely to see the Queen of Cups. Oh, the Moon. Interesting. Very strong Pisces energy there. And the World. So, Queen of Cups it can be a mum. She's incredibly nurturing, loving. She has the biggest cup in the deck, in the tarot. That's because her cup is always full of love, full of giving, nurturing. But sometimes to her detriment, she can be a bit too much. And it can be to her detriment of her health too. I think you need to strike a balance. I think this is what this is trying to say, because the King of Swords would actually look at that very, as I say, looking at it analytically. Well, what percentage are you spending here and what percentage are you spending there? And because we've got the World card here too, and this is about the end of something coming in. This is about reaching a goal, something coming to a natural end too. We do have the Moon card here. Now, we've just had a full moon. And what the Moon card does is it's a message of suppressed emotions, suppressed information, perhaps, confusion. The Moon card brings things to the surface. So it's as though that King of Swords around you, this decision is making you, I think, feel a little bit more in control, I want to say. Look at the Queen of Cups. I'm very drawn to how she's putting her hands up, almost to say hallelujah. Now, the Queen of Cups and the Moon card are attributed to Pisces. So for some of you, that will be relevant too. So overall, I do think that there's something that you're expecting, maybe financial, to happen next week, and it's not going to, but there's a good reason for it and there's lessons to be learned. Let's have a look. I've just bought these, by the way, as well as 2 other decks, which I'm looking at now, which I haven't had time to go through yet, which is absolutely frustrating me. But we've got the Daily Crystal Inspiration by Heather Akinosi. And I was so drawn to these because of the simplicity of them. I mean, they're just gorgeous. They have a crystal on them. They have a message on them for you. So let's see. What messages do you hold for Capricorn? for next week, please and thank you. And whatever it is that's not happening next week, I truly believe it's because it's not meant to. And you will be relieved. There'll be something that'll be like, right, okay. Something that's not been considered, especially with that King of Swords in reverse. So we've got red jasper. This is quite a popular crystal, so no doubt a lot of you will have that at home. I do. I've got it over there. It's lovely. It's very grounding. Maybe you need to be a bit grounded next week. On the other hand, it does say take action. I'll take that as saying, but be grounded with it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Please let me know if it resonates. I know you always do, and you always leave me some fantastic feedback. So I just, yeah, I know it sounds really cliche, but I love you all. Anyway, have a great week, and I'll catch up with you next week. And thanks as always for watching.